Александрович, губернатор Челябинской области. Канавский Сергей Вадимович, исполнительный секретарь делового совета ШОС. Мухаммед Хамд Ачкайс-Ай, достопочтенный губернатор провинции Белуджистан, Пакистан. Чупа Стэнли Матабата, премьер провинции Лимпопо, Южная Африканская Республика. Масsimiliano Panero, президент Итальянской ассоциации по культуре, туризму и эногастрономии. Quality.
Уважаемый господин президент Комитов, дорогие организаторы, дамы и господа, добрый день. Мой русский на этом закончен.
Это не было очень много.
Так что я буду говорить по-английски. Извините. We speaking you is guest and observer to this first interregional forum. I am consultant for the political parties in the European Parliament and in the Italian National Parliament. But first of all, I prefer to present myself as a strong promoter of excellence of my country, Italy, and with the association that I chair, Whole Italy, and with the pool of businessmen that I drive, promoter of cultural, commercial, and institutional collaboration, and as a matter of mutual knowledge and mutual valorization and exchange. I sincerely believe in the importance of a multipolar vision, so using the instruments offered us by the globalization, but without merely the single thought of globalism. Always in a view of equivalence between the parties, always desiring to offer and to learn the best, and giving a big importance to culture. So I pray you all to follow me briefly in my reasoning. Since when the world crisis became in common use in the world, we assisted to an acceleration of the degenerations, seeing governments that every day are trying with more strength to impose new markets and new commercial subjections to their areas of influence by all the means. Instruments at times used in some scenarios of the so-called Third World have perfectly been applied in Europe and in the Mediterranean basin, bringing back the clock to the darkest moment of the Cold War and bringing back the weapons to resound in the old continent. Even if it would be important to approach each other, so to pass all together the crisis, and to offer new opportunities of development to the business, in some Western secretariats, it was decided to bring down an iron curtain in the heart of Europe, this time on the border between Russia and Ukraine, and not for political reasons or for some ideals, but only to force, to oblige, a part to buy products arriving from the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, such as gas, and also to impose to the secretariats of the satellites suicidal sanctioning maneuvers and strict continental regulation that every day more are suffocating businesses. For historical cultural, economical, and social reasons, and also for geographical ones, it's obvious that Europe doesn't begin in Kiev to finish on the shore of New Jersey. I would like the proponents of the transatlantic market, but as confirmed by our languages, shaped by centuries of relations, Europe begins in Lisbon and ends in Vladivostok. No one company in Italy, as in the rest of Europe, agrees with the sanctions. Every citizen in Italy, as in the rest of Europe, every day feels a pressure that aggravates his living conditions. So, the sanctions are a fratricidal process, and often also a suicidal one. For this reason, it is strongly important that all the subjects, the governments, the companies, and the people all over the world make their voice heard, reviving the economic flourishing offered by the multipolarity. This is the extraordinary opportunity of relaunch and business matching offered by this forum. Here, it's possible to create the starting conditions for a new global development that knows how to best manage this situation in all the aspects, both economically and politically. A great opportunity is to define some addresses for the new development bank, as defined in the BRICS meeting in Fortaleza in 2014. A bank that can operate not only for economic growth, but also an actor for the artistic and cultural promotion, and for the development of the heritage of the different nations, all admissible excellence. A wonderful double reply for those who would like a world dedicated only to God money, and also for the cutthroats that are raising many great monuments in the Middle East. Another great opportunity is offered us by the place in which we are, Ufa, just halfway from the shores of Western Europe and the ones of Eastern China, and at the same distance from the coast of Northwest India and Pakistan, in the heart of the great Eurasian continent. Here can born, with the multipolar participation of all the subjects, a great logistic and interchange complex in the midst of the principal and of the future commercial roads of the continent. An efficient and modern place for the use of the most advanced technology, maybe also free port in the heart of the continent to support businesses and trades of each part. This forum for businesses in the heart of Eurasia should have also to think to great opportunities and to great initiatives. To this kind of processes, we will always offer our full cooperation and our know-how. Also, and not at least, there are political opportunities. My invitation, my personal suggestion, is aiming at this meeting so to invite the Russian Federation for a temporary suspension of the sanctioning countermeasures towards the companies and the products of the European Union. Not toward the countries or the secretariats, but only towards the business. At last, just for a limited period of 6 months. This will be the best weapon, not only to give birth to each other's company, but also to offer solid instrument of political action to the European entrepreneurs to force the end against their governments and to make concretely the voice of Russia directly to the people of Eurasia, apart from any kind of slogan and without passing through the media, often silent, if not even colluded. Where we will talk about friendship, collaboration, and development, we will be there, ever. Not only as guests or observers, but also as active subject and promoter. So let us talk and let us compare. We will grow together. Спасибо за ваше внимание и хорошая работа.
Действительно, в этой ситуации